Hey everyone, Liam from Solitude here, and it's been another great year for West Australian music with some awesome stuff coming out of Perth and the local scenes here that I want to talk to you about in this video. Let's jump straight into some of the bigger bands and artists that put music out from my home state this year. Probably the biggest name this year would be Troye Sivan, who released an album and a single called Rush, which did really well all around the world. And hey, he's finally getting played on Triple J for some reason. I don't know why they've ignored him for 10 years, but he's a hottest 100 chance. San Cisco put out some new music too, which is worth checking out. We had metal legends Voyager make their way onto Eurovision and do pretty well on the show. Of course, their song Promise that they played for Eurovision is now doing well on streaming services, and it's a banger, so... Promise me it's gonna be alright! Spacey Jane put out some unreleased stuff from their album that came out last year, so you can check that out too if you haven't already. If we get into more sort of genre-specific stuff, ultimately the big ones, and I'm sure if you're a fan of the Perth music scene, you would know Reggae Rock, surf/indie rock. In the Reggae Rock sort of stuff, we have big Kiwi/Perth band Coterie doing well again. They just put out a new song which you should check out called Paradise, and also a cover of Slice of Heaven. Dice had an amazing year, getting a lot of airtime on Triple J and being invited to play at South by Southwest. South Summit are a good up-and-coming sort of reggae rock indie band who've had quite a lot of Triple J attention. And a really big up-and-coming reggae act is Dear Sunday, who have a strong Spotify game. You should definitely check them out if you like that stuff. My mother used to tell me, watch this time fly. In the surf/indie rock sort of field, old Mervs have had a massive year, getting a lot of play on Triple J, and I think they're a shot for the hottest 100 this year. Rah Viper are building up really well, especially with the fact they supported old Mervs on some of their big shows. I really liked Ghost Care's stuff they put out this year. Check them out. Spicy Water are still doing some great stuff too. And a local solo artist by the name of Mitch Santiago had a really great year. Of course, with help from Triple J. Some of his songs have been getting some airtime there. Some of the other bigger bands who've been around for a few more years but aren't at that kind of international level would have to be The Fame. And they released one song, which was pretty good. Psychedelic Porn Crumpets, of course, released another album. They're very prolific songwriters, so check out that if you like that psychedelic stuff. Death by Denim are still doing great sort of indie psychedelic tinge stuff. All girl group Dulcie are doing amazing stuff. They just have super harmonies, really catchy kind of pop girl stuff. You should check it out if you like the kind of early 2000s or maybe kind of like Lorde-inspired music. My forgiveness takes it all back, and you treat me like... Great Gable continuing to push on with their success and their indie rock, reggae rock sort of sound. And Carla Geneve was back after surviving pretty much a cancellation attempt, releasing an album and getting a spot on Double J as an Album of the Week feature. If you like that kind of punkier stuff, I would definitely check out The Decline's new album, which is what you would expect from them. That sort of epitaph/Fat Records style punk that was really big in the 90s. They are just such a great band and are worth your attention if you like punk. Shangri-La put out a new song this year too. They're kind of doing that sort of like Trophy Eyes, ethereal punk stuff. And a smaller but local band called Dear Soldier put out an EP, which I really like. Check it out if you like kind of emo stuff. Some other smaller bands that I really enjoy that I just want to give a shout out to are the Deenies, who I interviewed on my channel this year. They do a sound that's reminiscent of Block Party, the Arctic Monkeys, Oasis, and they're British guys and they really lean into that sound, and I think it's really cool how they're doing that, and it's almost like we've got our own little Britpop band here in Perth. Stem Stella I also interviewed on my channel, and a couple of their songs that they've put out, one this year in particular, was really cool. Check it out if you like kind of Kingswood or even maybe like Foals. Star Arcana are one that just keep playing shows and putting out music. They're super hardworking, they're still pretty young, but I really like their sound. I would say it's kind of a little bit like Turnover, maybe even a little bit more psychedelic as well this year, which is cool. But I just think they need way more attention and they're just not getting as much as I would like. And I want to finish up with a band who put out a song this year that has had pretty much, I would say, the biggest success of all local bands in Western Australia, and that is the Southern River Band with their song Stan Quaylin. Now, in a video late last year that I put out, I said that they could potentially have a breakout year, and what do you know? They did. I never thought I'd be saying this, but the Southern River Band are a chance to break out next year.
See, I did say that.
I didn't think it would happen like this though. Essentially what's happened is they put out this song, Stan Quaylin, which was accompanied with a YouTube video that is just really simple, but also really cool. It also helped when popular music YouTuber Justin Hawkins featured the song on his channel and reviewed it. It just went from strength to strength after that, and I would say it's pretty much gone viral for a WA musician. Where to from here for the Southern River Band? Well, I think it's going to be more of the same sort of music, that's for sure, but I really hope that they can take it to the next level and become one of the great up-and-coming Australian bands generally, not just local Perth bands. I now put all the bands and artists' songs on a playlist for you that you can check out, with a couple others that I didn't mention too. Thanks for watching this video. Please like and subscribe if you liked it and want to hear more stuff about WA and Australian music in the future. Cheers.